Hello everyone, Kelly here, where we learn to master our mirror. So this is my 3D mirror. This is my beautiful dance space that I manifested just recently. So look, these are all just a few of my certifications as a ballet instructor. There's Chiquetti, a couple RAD ones. I'm a fitness coach as well. So just these are like my little thank yous from students, and I have a whole book of, just thank yous and cards from, just years and years of teaching. We have our student of the month right up here, which is super fun. This is one of our waiting areas. It's still kind of a work in progress, but it's kind of a fun little space for families. And I just got some stickers on the window there for some whimsical pleasure. I just got this new beautiful desk, and I hauled this all the way upstairs by myself. I will not do that again. It was pretty heavy. And still kind of getting this room in shape. I want to get some curtains in here. And this is the beautiful dance space. So it's really lovely. Here's all my gear, whatever. This is my beautiful dance space. We just have the one room, but it's really, really great. And this is our mountain views. We probably have the only dance studio with mountain views, probably in the city, because we're on the third floor of like just a little house by the highway you can see. But just wanted to give you a quick little tour of what I've manifested through using the teachings at Twin Flames Universe and doing my mirror exercise over and over and over where I didn't feel honored. Yeah, I love that pretty painting. Isn't it great? Okay, beautiful. All right, so I just wanted to continue this video, and so I wanted to share because when I first started my journey, I was working this is before pre-COVID. I was working full-time, like 30, 35, 40 hours a week, driving Uber, like weekend nights and all day long. And I was, I had reserved my art for this thing that didn't have to pay me. And I was trying to be a nutrition and fitness coach. I was working to do really high-end coaching. And really build my career that way. And then I was waiting to build my ballet school, and I was trying to, drive Uber, run my dance school, and then launch this other really profitable business. Like, you can see how time-wise that was really not even feasible. I don't know how I thought I could just conquer the world that way. But I was really not honoring myself in my ballet school and my business. Now, I'm one of the only businesses in the area that even has certifications, that has a BFA in dance, that has trained, that has really trained ballerinas to a very, very high level. Some of my dancers are dancing professionally now, and they're just gorgeous now. And beautiful people inside and out, and the ones who haven't become dancers professionally are going on to really powerful careers and owning their life as females. It's beautiful to see when we build the students' confidence that they can go out in the world and really create a magnificent life. And so it's really, really, that's my passion, is really seeing these kids become something incredible. Regardless of what they choose, it's really powerful to see them just bright lights in the world. Even the ones that have come from challenging backgrounds and families that didn't support them, because they stayed committed in their art, because they were committed to themselves, they've really become powerhouses in the world, time and time again. And so this is my passion. And so in order to, as I wanted to share, so last year when COVID first hit, I had just hired a coach outside of the Twin Flame Ascension School coaches. I spent $4,000 on a high-end coach to teach me how to do these high-end programs. But what I found is that I didn't have the time. I was really out of alignment. And so I discovered that I really needed to figure out a way to get my ballet school to get a foundation, a financial foundation, so that I could give up Uber, so that I could launch my coaching. And so now I can say I gave up driving Uber in July of 2020, not even at the middle of all of this COVID experience, but very early on, I was actually able to give that up and launched full force into my ballet school, was able to manifest the foundation of my school. Now I have had to rebuild it several times throughout this last season, but I've been able to make it. I've been supported all the way through it 100%. And I really believe it's because of the faith and the trust and having the skill set to be calm, to stay grounded, to trust the process, and really know that the work that I'm doing, the inner work that I'm doing, is going to reflect on the outside. Because the truth is that your union exists within you. And when you start to release the stress and anxiety around that truth, it really begins to manifest. And it's really about trusting the process and trusting God, trusting your divine counterpart wherever they are in their world, and really trusting that nothing that is for you could ever be lost, because you're not lost. I know this journey, sometimes there are times when we feel almost like completely crazy. But the truth is that we're not. We're really learning to trust ourselves, trust the divine, and move forward on a journey in a way that is powerful and strong and with integrity. And I think this integrity piece is really, really important, because when we make sacrifices, it sometimes it takes away part of our integrity. And so, like me driving Uber, you know, I'm a very skilled teacher. I have no business driving Uber. I have like 39,000 hours in dance education alone, not to mention 23 years of experience coaching and teaching and helping dancers thrive. So no business whatsoever being an Uber driver, way too educated to do that. And now I'm able to, launch my coaching business, and very soon I'm going to be able to hire teachers in my school, and that'll give me a little bit more space to help others, to be here on YouTube for you. And I just want to say, wherever you are in your life purpose and your journey, that you can manifest anything that you desire. And then once you realize that you have the power and potential to create and manifest anything in your life, then it's so freeing, because you realize that, okay, I'm really loving my dance school now, but you know what? I might decide, 6 months, a year, 5 years later, that while it's successful financially, it's really taking more from me than it's giving, and I'd like to sell it. And I could do that and then transfer my career to more coaching. I could, the possibilities are really, really limitless when you realize that when you go within, when you learn to trust yourself, when you learn to get help, then you really can make incredible progress. And I will say, in this journey, one of the biggest things that I've learned is to accept help. This is something that you cannot miss. We live in a world where everybody is so independent, but if you were to talk to CEOs of big businesses, they will tell you, they will give you a list of their support team, not just within their business, but within their home. They probably have people cooking for them. They probably have a personal trainer. They probably have a financial advisor, a business advisor. They probably have an incredible team around them, supporting them and helping them to go to the next level. Because I can tell you, as a business owner, in the next 6 months to a year, I'm likely going to grow out of this beautiful space. I need to get a bigger space with a bigger lease and teachers and staff, and it's like a whole nother jump that I'll be doing. And so successful people have learned to accept help, and they delegate their the things that are not their strengths to other people. And that's been one of my biggest hurdles, because before I was going out handing out flyers at the mall for people who may or may not have been interested in dance altogether. And I had to realize I ended up hiring a coach to teach me Facebook ads so that I have a constant stream of clients coming directly to me. I've created a financial structure that actually works, that while I still feel like I could increase my rates for the value that I bring, it's much more substantial than what I was charging, because I was just trying to be available to everyone. But the truth is like, I'm a professional development program, and not everybody is going to be ready for the discipline and the structure and the program that I offer. So why would I just be available to everyone? Because I'm not a recreational program, I'm a professional program. And so I've had to really learn to get help. It's the biggest thing I can say is to get help. In 2020, I literally hired 3 coaches to help me on my journey. I hired my professional coach to help me bring in high-end clients for my nutrition and fitness program. I hired my twin flame coach to help me go deeper, to help me go deeper into releasing beliefs that no longer served me. And I hired a business coach to help me strategize for my ballet school. I think I spent a total of about $6,500 on coaching alone. And I remember my coach, my first coach, that $4,000, I was going to use my tax return money for that, and that was like right before COVID hit. If I had have known, I likely would not have signed my contract and moved forward with it. But literally, I signed my contract literally right before COVID hit, and so I was really committed at that point. And he told me at the time, I was really nervous to sign the documents. I think it took me like a month to move forward with, after I gave him my deposit, and it took me like another month to really decide and commit to that process and that program. And and he told me I was either going to be fighting for my limitations or my possibilities, my potential. And I was super triggered, and I was super upset that was my choice. But think about it. What are you fighting for? Are you fighting for your limitations, or are you fighting for your potential and your possibilities? And no one got anywhere without taking a risk. There's always going to be risk. But what I will share is, by doing the mirror exercise, by doing the inner work, is really learning that my trust and my success and my foundation starts with knowing that I am safe and always supported with God's source universe. Always. I remember my last drive with Uber. It was so funny. It was a Friday night. Usually they're super, super busy, and I was sort of getting the nudge that it was like really time to stop wasting my time driving Uber. But I remember I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone while I was waiting for, and I switched over to food delivery, so I wasn't delivering. I wasn't traveling with people, so it was a little bit safer. But still, as a woman, driving and dropping off food is just not super safe. And I claimed that safety with God, and thank goodness I was safe the whole time. But I was putting myself out there, and not that I regret it, but I remember, okay, so my last drive with Uber, I remember I'm like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And, you know, God's given me this cue that I need to stop driving anyway. And I'm like talking to my friend, and I told her, I was like, yeah, I've been waiting for for a ride for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You know, I was teasing her. I was like, yeah, I bet God's up there, like, you know, laughing, saying, I wonder when Kelly's gonna get the hint that it's time to quit Uber. And we both like started cracking up, and I promise, like, literally 2 minutes later, I get a do-do-do-do, you know, and I got a delivery, you know, which is the confirmation of like, yeah, finally, Kelly, you got it. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll trust you that the money that's coming in is going to be enough with my school. And it was definitely earlier than I expected. In fact, I could not pay for I couldn't pay for my rent, my tuition, my rent at my ballet school in August. I had to double it in September, which I was actually able to do. It was like the stuff of miracles. I brought in like 23 new students, and because of the financial structure that I put in place, because of the business coach I hired, it brought in like an extra like 4,000 or 5,000. I think I made close to like $8,000 in September, which was like a record for me, and I was able to pay August and September. So just know when you're guided to do things, you can really trust the universe to support you, as long as it's in alignment with spirit and God source. Whatever you're guided to do, you will be supported to do whatever. And remember that your will, your divine will, also aligns with God's will. And so whatever you really desire to do, it's important to trust what you desire, and God will give you those, you know, nudges and go-aheads or hold back or whatever if you really tune in. So, all right. Well, with that, I'm going to let you go. I've got to prepare for classes and get ready, but I just wanted to share that you really are safe in trusting and knowing that you'll be supported throughout your journey. All right, have a beautiful day, and if you'd like to learn to master your mirror, join my Mirror Master Workshop. I have it every Monday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook at Kelly Janine, or here on YouTube if you have any questions or comments. I will be more than happy to comment and share. So if this served you, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.